Well, system-wise, there's parts of it for sure that I think we've improved on. Tonight I thought we passed on a few problems in our own zone, which got us into a little bit of trouble, but I thought the U of C team played real hard and made it probably more difficult than our players were anticipating tonight, so it made for a good game.
Mm-hmm. Did David Wolf come as advertised?
I thought he worked hard. You know, he was excited to play, and he wanted to leave a good first impression, and I think he did. That guy showed that he's a worker, he can skate, and I think once he gets an understanding of how he can be successful here, then he'll be off to the races. Like, he's a big, powerful man, and I think the success that he'll have will be working the corners down low, and if he can do a good job of being heavy on pucks, then I think he'll be just fine.
He told us this morning he's about down 13 pounds or so since development camp. It seemed to really show in sort of his stride and how fluid he is.
Yeah, for a big man, he skates well. He's got good skill set, and like with most guys, I think the more he plays and he's around different people, the more comfortable he gets with what's expected out of him. So there's that learning curve that he has to go through that's maybe a little bit greater than some of these other guys right now because of where he's come from as well.
One guy who's been really noticeable in just about every game he's played is Austin Carroll. Can you talk about his consistency and how he's looked?
Yeah, I'd agree with you. He tonight, I thought in the second period, we were kind of sluggish. We didn't have a lot going on, and he was the one guy that I felt did. He was moving his feet, he was physical, and I think for a big man, he's starting to show some of his ability to handle pucks as well. So we've been really pleased with the way he's played, and as I said, I think he's competed and he's worked really hard so far.
Curtis Gagey chipped in offensively for you tonight, a goal and an assist. Talk about his play.
Well, he was another guy that I thought this was his best game that he's played when you include the ones in Penticton, and he's doing what we're asking of him to do, and it's nice when players that you aren't expecting to generate offense do. His goal that he scored was a big goal for us, and it was one that we needed at that time. So I thought that was his best game that he's played to date so far as well.
He had said that, I mean, you're putting that confidence in them to step up, and that's something he didn't do in college. Is that a message you're giving to the defensemen?
Yeah, as much as possible, as long as they're responsible when they do it. And that's the way Bob wants his guys to play as well, so it's nothing that we're doing differently. It's, as you said, guys that aren't used to it, they're hesitant and they don't want to get themselves into trouble by getting up the ice and potentially getting caught. But that's what we're asking them to do, whether you're offensive defenseman or maybe considered not so offensive. You're expected to be available and ready to jump into the play.
Pretty chippy game there at the end. Were you happy with the way your guys responded to that?
I think they did a good job. I mean, you don't like to see any chippy stuff where guys potentially could get injured, but I thought their players maintained their discipline for the most part, and I thought they did a good job in that area.